Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. And in this video, I will be giving you my thoughts on the latest release from Eureka, which is of course the Police Story Trilogy, the 4K box set. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll do a bit of an unboxing of this box set and I'll give you my thoughts on the 4K transfers, and yeah, I'll let you know whether I think this is worth picking up. So yeah, let's get into it. So just before that, for anyone who hasn't seen these movies, we have Police Story 1, Police Story 2, and also Police Story 3, Super Cop. And all I can say about these movies is if you like action movies, that have comedy and amazing fight scenes and incredible stunt work, then look no further than these movies. They are just fantastic movies and they are so much fun. The first movie in particular is one of my all-time favorites, probably one of my all-time favorite action movies. It just balances the action, the comedy, the stunt work and the fight scenes so well, and it is just so much fun. The second movie is maybe not as comedic, a bit more serious, a bit of a darker movie, but it still has amazing action in it and incredible fight scenes. And then the third movie is arguably the most popular of the three, but we have Jackie Chan in there teaming up with Michelle Yeoh, and yeah, it's just another amazing movie with great action, stunt work, comedy. But yeah, all three of them are just so much fun, and yeah, all I can say is if you like your action movies with comedy, great stunt work, great fight scenes, then definitely check these movies out. Right, so I'll just do a quick unboxing for you now. So of course we have the box set here, very nice, sturdy, hard case from Eureka, but that's obviously the front artwork. There's not much going on the back. Seems a bit of a shame. I feel like they could have put something there, but never mind. That's the spine. And that's the bottom there. Nothing going on the top, but yeah, very nice, sturdy, hard case. You do also get a J card attached to the box. As you can see, I've removed mine. I don't like anything sticking to my Blu-ray box sets, so all of these have to come off. But yeah, that's the J card with all the information on there. And then inside the box, we get the 3 movies all housed in individual cases, which is quite nice. But here's the first movie. So I quite like this artwork. It feels very reminiscent of like a very old retro VHS, where, you know, they'd normally just put like a still from the movie with the title on there. So yeah, that feels very retro. But yeah, that's the front. Then you have the back with all your special features. Inside you have the disc, artwork on the disc there. There's no reversible artwork, but you do get like a still from the movie on the other side of the artwork. So that's obviously Jackie Chan hanging onto the bus. But yeah, that's pretty much everything you get in the first case. Then we have Police Story 2, again, another sort of VHS looking front cover there. There's the back, very similar to the first movie. Disc on the inside there. And then again, no reversible artwork, but you get like a still from the movie. And then we have Police Story 3 with that artwork there. Special features on the back there. Disc on the inside. And then again, another still from the movie. Classic scene of Jackie Chan hanging off the helicopter. And then you also get this really nice booklet on the inside. Lots of great sort of like essays and pictures in this booklet. Can't really show too much, but yeah, it's a very, very sizable booklet with all sorts of stuff in there. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff to read. But yeah, it's a pretty cool booklet. But yeah, that's everything you get inside the box set. So you don't get any postcards or posters in this box set. I know other companies like Arrow and 88 Films sometimes do that. But no, with this box set, you're just getting the 3 cases with the movies and the booklet. One thing I should point out as well with this box set is you do get multiple cuts of the movies. However, I should stress that you're only getting one cut on 4K and the other ones you're getting on just standard 1080p Blu-ray. So for instance, with Police Story 1, you get the original Hong Kong theatrical cut. That's the one you're getting on 4K Dolby Vision. But you do also get the export cut. I think that might be like an American cut of the movie, but you're only getting that one on 1080p HD. And then with Police Story 2, you're getting the extended cut of the movie on 4K, but then you're also getting the Hong Kong theatrical version and the export version, but those two cuts are only on 1080p Blu-ray. And then with the third movie, you get the Hong Kong theatrical cut in 4K Dolby Vision, and then the US cut of the movie, which is 1080p HD. So yeah, I feel it's a bit of a shame that they've not decided to include all of the cuts on 4K. I kind of wish they would have done something like Second Sight did with, say, the Dawn of the Dead 4K, where they released all three cuts of the movie on 4K. Just seems a bit of a shame that they've only decided to include one cut of the movie on 4K. I know for me personally, these are the three cuts of the movie that I prefer, so it's not too much of an issue for me. But there may be other people out there who do prefer the other cuts of the movies, and you're only getting to see them on 1080p HD. So it does seem a bit of a shame, but what can you do? So how do I think these movies look on 4K? Well, I'm just going to say I'm not an expert. I'm not going to give like a sort of a technical review on the picture quality of these movies. But I have to say, I was pretty impressed, and I did notice a difference. I wanted to compare this release to this one. This is Eureka's Blu-ray box set of the first two Police Story movies that they released about 2 or 3 years ago. And in this box set, you're getting the 4K versions of the movies on Blu-ray. So yeah, I kind of wanted to see if there was going to be much difference with the movies from the Blu-rays on the 4K. And I do have to admit that I did notice a difference. I know some people have said that there doesn't seem to be too much difference in comparison to the old Blu-rays. But I certainly saw it. I think the original Blu-rays have a very kind of muted, neutral grey sort of colour to them. But when I checked out the 4Ks, I instantly saw straight away that they looked a lot brighter in comparison. Certainly with the HDR, the colouring, the colours just pop so much more, whereas on the Blu-rays, they feel a bit more muted. I think the movies look best when it's showing outdoor scenes and there's just like a lot more sort of colours on show. I think in the indoor scenes, maybe not as much. And perhaps on first glance, when you look at the 4Ks, it may not look like there is too much of a difference. But when you actually go and compare it to the Blu-rays, I certainly saw quite a big difference, and I was pretty impressed with how they looked. I don't think this is going to be like a staggering upgrade in comparison to the Blu-rays, but I do think there is a pretty solid difference, and I was pretty impressed with how these movies looked. The third movie is obviously the only one that I can't compare to a previous release. I believe this is the first time we've ever had this movie on a HD format, certainly here in the UK, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But when I checked that one out, it looked absolutely stunning. It looked probably the best of the three. I don't know whether that's to do with the fact that it's a more modern film in comparison to the first two. Maybe the equipment and the cameras they used were better, so it made the restoration of the movie a lot easier than the first two. But it looks absolutely beautiful. But I think on the whole, all three of them look absolutely stunning. And if you're a fan of these movies, this certainly to my eyes is the best way to watch them. So yeah, I was very impressed with the picture quality of these movies. So I just want to quickly talk about the special features of this release as well, because I know some people may be wondering, is there much difference in special features in comparison to the previous release from Eureka? So with the first movie, it has imported most of the special features from the previous Eureka release. However, with the 4K, you are getting 2 brand new audio commentaries, which were not on the previous release. You get an audio commentary from Asian experts Frank Jiang and FG DeSanto, and you also get another commentary from Asian cinema experts Mike Leader and Arne Van Emmer. One thing I will say about the 4K for the original Police Story, there is one special feature that is missing, but it was on the previous Eureka release, and this might be a disappointment for some people, but it doesn't include the Japanese cut of the movie. I'm not too sure why that is. I've checked all the special features, all the information, and I can't see it anywhere. So that is one special feature that is not included in this 4K release. Again, with Police Story 2, you're pretty much getting the same special features from the previous release, but you are getting brand new audio commentaries, again, by the same people that I already mentioned with Police Story 1. And you are getting all 3 cuts of the movie on this one. I don't think there's any cuts missing from this one that was on the previous Eureka release. So with Police Story 3 obviously being the brand new release out of these 3, I've got nothing to compare it to, but these are all the special features on this release. So I don't know if you want to pause the video and just have a quick look at them, but that's everything you're getting on this release. So as I mentioned before as well, you do get a booklet with this release. I will say, if you do have the previous Eureka release, which also included booklets, it does seem to have some of the same essays from those previous booklets, but at the same time, it looks like it is including new essays as well. But it's a fantastic booklet, and there's so much to look through. There's so many great pictures in here, loads of on-set photos. You get sort of like all these sort of poster artworks from the 3 movies, and yeah, just getting all sorts of great content in this booklet. So yeah, there's a lot of great stuff to read and check out. So do I think this box set is worth picking up? Well, if you're a fan of all 3 of these movies, then in my opinion, this is the best they've ever looked and the best way to watch them for me. So I would definitely recommend picking it up for anyone who is, big fans of this movie. If maybe you're more of a casual fan and you do already own the previous Eureka release, you may want to hang on to that, because obviously it does include a few things that this release doesn't, and it also does contain most of the same special features from this box set. The big difference, of course, with this box set is you're also getting Police Story 3. However, you can buy that separately from Eureka, so if you're happy to just hold on to your original Eureka Blu-ray box set and just get Police Story 3, then you can just do that as well. I do think it is slightly disappointing that we're not getting all cuts of the movies on 4K. We're only getting 1 cut per movie on 4K, and then we're getting the rest of them on standard HD. I mean, personally for me, it's not a problem, because my favourite cuts of the movies are on 4K, but for other people, it might be a bit of a disappointment. Also, in terms of the box set content, this box set might feel slightly underwhelming in that sense. I know in comparison to the likes of Arrow Video and 88 Films, when we get box sets like that from those companies, they tend to be full of all sorts of different things. You tend to get like postcards, posters, reversible artwork. But with this, you're only really getting the 3 individual movies with one artwork and a booklet. You're not really getting anything else like postcards and posters. So the box set might feel slightly underwhelming in that respect, but at the end of the day, it's all about the movies, and they look great, and it is a very nice looking box set on the outside. So there you go, guys. That was my quick unboxing and my quick thoughts on the release of the Police Story Trilogy 4K box set from Eureka. Hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen these movies, if you've picked this box set up. What do you think of it? I would love to hear your thoughts. But until then, guys, I will see you all on the next one. So take care, guys.